Hey. How y'all doing? Good evening. Good evening. I was having a few little technical difficulties. Leave it up to me to leave the technical difficulties up. But I this is Listen Up with the Knights. And I am your girl, whoever you want to call me at the time. You want to call me Teasy, you want to call me Tamika, you want to call me Geo. I'm one of them three.
Dang, she said she wanted them
I'm one of
three.
them three.
I'm Stormy. I even though I am in tune with my multiple personalities, I'm Stormy.
Man, because she got about 5 or 6 of them bastards. You heard me? She told me that up front when we met. I got a bunch of them bastards.
Yeah, but I am Stormy Nights, and we're here to talk to you today. We have a good topic for you today. I mean, I already have some people on here. That's what I'm reading right now. They're here talking about it. So
yeah, the topic is a little thick tonight. Let me just recap a little bit. Um, let's see here. Let's recap a little bit. What did we talk about last week? Because I went completely all together here.
Yeah, don't ask me. I don't remember what I did yesterday. How about that? Well, actually, this morning I probably don't remember what I did this morning. I'm still half asleep.
Oh, you still have sleep?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we talked about last week. I'm gonna tell y'all that.
One of our listeners might.
They might. I don't remember what we talked about last week. Because I let y'all know I wasn't all together here. I wouldn't. I went here, so I can't tell you. I know I was off topic a few times when I went back to look at. I was off topic a few times. I was like, yeah, okay. So
I think somebody commented.
No, the comments are up.
Oh, I guess they not there.
Correct.
What we talk about last? What we talk about last night? Last time.
Child,
I can't even remember.
I don't either. I can't call it. But let's go ahead and go into tonight's topic, since clearly both of us is suffering from old folk syndrome, and we don't know what the hell we talked about last week.
I'm gonna find it real quick for everybody.
It ain't in. Where you gonna find it?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Because I don't know what we talked about last week, and that's sad. Like we truly have no clue what the hell we talked about last week. Hello, Stoney. How you doing? We talked about
that's polygamy.
Yeah, that wasn't even it. See, she don't even know what we talked about last week. That's what I'm talking about.
I just told you we didn't. I said, let me go see what you talking about.
See, the struggle is real, y'all. That we don't even know what the heck we talked about last week. That don't make no sense. I think it was something about.
I don't think I'm in the wrong.
Oh, how do you know you was good in bed? When was the moment you realized that you was good in bed? Yeah,
that's it.
So that was the last week's topic. We had a whole lot of people that came on and expressed their beliefs and
the consistency, so they didn't know when they were
and their lies
and their lies. No, basically, mostly everybody said that they knew they were good in bed because somebody told them.
Yeah,
they were good, and that's probably the truth. More so.
Well, yeah, most of it, because I ain't say nobody told me all together here. So,
stereo.
Yeah, I didn't say that. So let's go into the topic for tonight, everybody. The topic for tonight is a good one. Can cheating have a positive impact on your relationship?
Hold on, before we get any further, I just want you to know. I don't want you to go back telling anybody that the Knights are advocating cheating. So this is the disclaimer. We are not advocating cheating. We're just giving you, it could have a positive impact on your relationship if this ever happens to you. Right. So, and now that's out the way. Let's roll with that beautiful bean footage.
Okay. So, first, I guess we need to identify
what's cheating.
Okay.
Anything I don't like. No, I'm just playing.
So it says here, what's considered cheating is when a person is in a monogamous relationship, romantic relationship, and has an emotional or sexual relationship with someone else without their partner's consent.
So wait a minute, you can emotionally cheat?
That's what they say.
How many of y'all agree with that? I don't know if I agree with emotional cheating.
Why not?
So if I'm having any, an emotional relationship with somebody, and I didn't tell you, but you found out, you be mad?
Yeah, because I mean, I guess in their words, what they're saying is, it's one thing to have a physical, but when you're attached to somebody emotionally, then now that's where the problem gets a little sticky, because it could be really hard to detach yourself from that person because you have an emotional connection.
Now I can
It
see
went deeper than just a physical.
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. Everybody guilty, because you're gonna have an emotion. You can have emotional relationships with people, your friends, right? Doesn't mean you want to have sex with them. You just have a deep connection with them because of stuff y'all may have been through and all that stuff. I just can't see that being
This is
cheating
where
to
they
me.
said, this is what the experts say what emotional cheating is. It says emotional cheating is a particular type of secretive, sustained closeness with someone who isn't your primary partner. So you are emotionally attached to them, but it's secret. It's a secret. It's a secret that I love this person. It's your partner doesn't know are that you love this person, and that you're emotionally attached to them in that way.
I think they trying to intertwine. They should intertwine it too. If I have an emotional attachment to somebody, that means, yeah, I love them and I will want to have sex with them as well.
Well, it says here
it's somebody
it
that
is
I'm
one.
really.
It is one. It's one person making an, what does that say? A unilateral decision to cultivate non-sexual intimacy with someone other than their primary romantic partner in a way that weakens or undermines the relationship. So if you're not having sex with nobody,
so it's intimacy. That's a difference.
Yeah.
So that
So
means I'm being close to you.
Yeah,
we watching movies.
I'm getting up. Yeah, we hugged up, but we may not be having sex.
Yeah.
So that's what the emotional.
Yeah, so that's almost like having that's back in the same lines. You might not be physically having sex, but you mentally having sex with them.
I guess so.
Yeah. So y'all can sit up and watch porn together 72 hours a day.
I don't know anybody that watches 72 hours a day.
But so yeah, so okay, I
but
can
I don't
I
watch
can buy
porn
that.
with nobody.
And you better not.
I watch it with nobody. Ain't nobody into the same porn I'm into.
What kind of porn? We done got something. Never mind. What kind of porn you into? Chicks with.
No, we had this whole conversation before. Storylines. All right. So the question again at hand is, and I'm gonna ask you, Stormy Nights, can cheating have a positive impact on your relationship?
It can. I can positively say that it can have a positive impact. And when I say that, you can one thing that you can actually find out is that person is not the right person for you. Positively find out that, and in finding out that, or you can find out that it's something that person's missing and they just really couldn't talk to you. And so once the cheating comes, then you actually kind of have to, if you want to save the relationship, have to dig deeper to find out, okay, why did this person cheat? Why are we doing, why are they doing what they're doing? So it can have a positive outcome for, statistically, I think now, you had it.
Yeah, so it states, and a lot of people think that once the whole cheating comes into play, oh, it's over, it's dead, it's such and such. Well, it says that, in fact, 80 to 90% of the couples we see rebuild and from an affair, and most have a better relationship than they did before the pre-affair.
Yeah, because then they have built an understanding. And is it hard to build the trust back? It is. But you have to want to build that trust back, right? So that's the main thing. But reality is, I know the first thing in your mind, this is real talk, you're gonna say, fuck that, you cheated on me, you hurt, you angry because it was something that you didn't know about. and you felt like this person was being honest with you. So yeah, you have every right to be heartbroken. You have every right to be mad. But in the interim, this is one thing that I was talking about before. When we were talking about the sex part, remember? If your partner's not good in bed, this is where where your love and your understanding actually had to come in. And if you're married, it damn sure had to come in, because that's one of your vows. You vowed to be with that person through thick and thin, good, bad, worse, and different. So those are some of the things. But nowadays, some people are so quick to say, you know what, I'm getting a divorce, and that's it, because people are tired of trying, I guess. I don't know.
It's just, to me, I think it's an easier way out than to try to fix it. Everybody says they have this, they have a no point, right? But if I invested years, and most of y'all who have had weddings invested a whole hell of a lot of money, if you invested all of those things, for me, the mindset is, I'm not going to just up and go and just throw everything away or whatever. I'm going to find out, first of all, the why. Finding out the why, because me, I'm a freak. You could have told me about it. We could have all joined in. But
ain't no fun with
okay. But the fact that you got to find out the why, because it could be something that they're missing, or something that you used to do that you don't do no more. It can, so finding that out, it could be a communication breakdown.
Could be.
Okay. And then at that point, after I found out the why or whatever, then at this point, now at this point, what is important to me is this something that you want? If that is something that you want, by all means, what I'm not going to do is stand in your damn way. If that's something that you want.
Yeah.
So it takes two people to build and two people to keep it running. And if it's only just one person that's making it build, and the other person really is not in it, and you have to be honest with yourself and saying that, yes, I really want this, or you know what, if they give that pause, like, well, I don't know. If they hit you with that, I don't know.
Yeah, you might want to run.
You might want to
say, nah.
You might as well go answer that question for them, right? But if they say, no, I love my this, and they really, I love my husband, I love my wife, I love, at that point, then maybe now would you consider going to some counseling? Because again, the communication breakdown may be something that you really cannot say to each other, that it's going to take that man or that woman in that room where you lay on that sofa and you tell them your thoughts and issues.
Okay.
And y'all work through some things, because what I've also found out is that a lot of times the cheating has nothing to directly do with the person that they're in a relationship with. It's something that the person is battling on the inside of themselves. Yep, and that's like an outlet, an easy outlet, an easy this or whatever the case may be. And it may be, and then also it could be something that they seen, and that it was a part of their environment. They may have grew up around, what I'm saying, cheaters. You know what I'm saying? They mom and dad, it may have been, hey, and you think and really think about some of y'all elders, and because there's some on here. No,
do what?
Elders.
But you one of them elders too now, so don't get it twisted. Oh yeah.
So
don't get it twisted,
back in the day, and I do mean way older than you. Now we talking about me, my age, big mama and stuff. That's what Papa and G-Paw did. They ran the streets, and me, mom, and them did not go nowhere. They stayed at the house. They knew that Papa, G-Daddy, they knew Big Dad. They knew that he was out doing his thing and had somebody else. They knew that. But they still stayed at the house.
Because you don't know what my mom was doing.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, for real. A lot of times my mom wasn't doing that.
Sometimes they were.
What my mom was doing was stacking that money, though, sometimes.
Sometimes you don't know.
But at the end of the day, and, they didn't know. And so they knew what was going on. But it was like, you know what I'm saying? That was like the norm. Like, that was the norm.
Yeah.
And so with that, you grow up around that. And if you don't have that mindset of breaking generational curses, is what we call them. If you don't have the mindset to do that, and you think that's right, because Hey, Papa did it for years, or G Daddy, whatever you may have called him, did it for years. Then you think it's okay without even having that conversation, really, with your significant other. You think it's okay. And so that's where.
But how can you have a conversation about, is it okay if I cheat?
No. When not, is it okay if I cheat? You had that conversation like, what's one thing that could happen? Like what would make a person walk out the door? And but if they cheat on me, if they hit me, if they call the laws, you find stuff out like that when you getting to know a person. That's how you find out.
TG Sean said no cheating.
I mean,
no cheating.
No cheating. I get it. Like I said, but we just ask, can it have a positive impact on your relationship?
Yeah, TG, you missed the disclaimer. So the disclaimer is we're not advocating cheating. That's not what we're doing. We're just saying, can people come back from it if that happens?
Correct.
So and the consensus and the statistics say 80. What was it? 85.
80 to 90% of the relationships, they stay together and they are better than they were before the pre-affair.
TG Son said, we can cheat together. Hey, if y'all cheat together, then ain't cheating, right?
So,
that's consensual.
Ain't no fun if the wifey can't get none.
So that's consensual.
Yeah.
Then but and that's but a lot of people get hung up, like I was saying earlier. They get hung up on the negative. We concentrate on the negative way too damn much in this dating time.
Correct.
It's if I love somebody, can I forgive them? Yeah, we should. Especially if you're a Christian, that's what we based on, of forgiveness. Now, do we have to be a fool about it? Hell no. But you can forgive that person and move on. We grown, and shit happens. You have to realize, we may have met, say we met when we were 20 or 30, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've been together for 40 years, for 10, 20 years. We change as people. We don't stay the same. So the stuff that we did when we were younger may not be conducive to me when I'm in my 40s and 50s. So you have to understand that and talk daily and communicate, to find out, hey, what do you like? Is there something you want to explore? You can't be that person and kind of like just lock your, just because we married, you locked in, you can't do shit. You got to do what I want you to do. No, that's not fair. That's not fair, because that's going to push somebody to cheat, or to stray away. They might, like Tamika was saying, it's a emotional connection, right? It might be somebody, you're not listening to them, so they go to this person, start talking, they watching TV, they eating and all that stuff. Ain't sexual, but they are having a great time and learning each other. Oh, somebody.
Okay, she wrote a book here. All right. Chastity says, I feel like it could. Once it happens to whoever cheated, you can confront that a mature grown people after you get done beating them up and tearing them a new one. But first of all, we ain't advocate whooping up on your spouses and significant.
We ain't talking about whooping ass either.
But if you love that person and that person loves you, and them and you and them come together, and you tell you they did this, talk about why it happened and what led to it, especially if you want to work on it. But it's happening multiple times, definitely not. You gotta go. True.
Yeah, I go with the multiple. It can't happen multiple times, And like I said earlier, the trust it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. And for the person that cheat, some of the stuff that you have to go through, you're gonna have to deal with it if you want to build that up. If your significant other says, you know what, they said, I want to see your phone. Here you go. Until they become comfortable. Until they become comfortable,
they'll never come. No,
they can't. No. They can't. You going in there 80 to 90%. 80 to 90%. So if ain't nothing in your phone, shit, hey, what you got? How many times do you say, let me see your phone? I'm like, here you go.
But the thing is that now what you're doing, that's not, because at this point now, it's beyond, to me, that's going beyond actually learning how to trust them again, because now you being monitored like you in jail.
But that ain't. But what I'm saying
that's what
is,
a warden does.
But what I'm saying is, for that first couple of months, it's gonna happen. I'm sorry, it is, until it's there. If that person pick up your phone, you better not say, "Oh, what you got my phone for?" I'm just saying that's you. That's just human nature. You gonna be skeptical until you prove your worth.
Society curses.
Prove, make me trust you again.
I can't.
My words.
No, first of all,
my words are horrible.
First, what I say is, I can't make you nothing. That is something that you gotta take up with you and your God and your therapist. At that given point, I'm not going to go above and beyond the limit trying to make you trust. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
But you go then. Bye bye. Bye.
Nobody. That's like crazy as shit.
Bye. And when you saying make, no. The thing about it is, let's go with this.
Work on what it is with you that put me in a situation where I felt
so now it's my motherfucking fault. That's why you never had this relationship again. Cheat if you want to. Cheat if you fucking want to. While you sit up here trying to be all hard as shit. Cheat if you motherfucking want to. But what I'm saying is, yes, you do have to do shit to make me trust you. I can sit here and be skeptical all fucking day. Yes, at the end of the day, it's up to me to be like, okay, you know what? I'm tired of doing this. I ain't gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. Now, the one thing you don't want your partner...
Thank you, Denise Williams. Thank you. The their insecurities is their issue.
But you cheated. That ain't a fucking insecurity. You cheated. Shit. You made me fucking insecure. I was good until I caught your motherfucking ass. And I didn't even have to go through your phone. Your bitch called me. Yes. Now.
I'm just saying.
What's up, cuz?
That, again.
But the thing about it is, let me go back to what I was saying. Now, when you get cheated on, like I said, you mad and all this shit, but I'm decided to stay. And to trust you, yes, it's gonna be sometimes I'm at to be there like, shit, where you at? Where you going? That's natural because I already know you've cheated on me. You have to build that up too. Like you just said, it takes two. Mine's gonna take a little bit longer because I didn't cheat on your motherfucking ass. You cheated on me. So mine might take a little bit longer. Yours is there because I ain't did shit to you.
I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't nobody got years to be going through the rough.
I didn't say years. I didn't say years.
Everybody just walk around on
and if you not, then take your ass on, because I mean this relationship wasn't good anyway, and you take your ass on somewhere else. How about that?
In the process, my thing is, while a person is doing all that, is that person working on them to better whatever it is that's where the communication is. That's where the therapy comes in, to find out what it is that got you to this point, for that person to feel the need to go outside of the household to do whatever it is that they've done.
But you already said 9 times out of 10, it ain't the person they with. That's someone they said. So are you working on yourself? And so you won't cheat again? And I'm saying this, I'm not talking about her. That's not her. Because if it was trust, we would be having this conversation. Could it be a positive? It could, but not in me. What? Boom. Blah, 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 blah. No, I'm with Cassie. I'm whipping butt first, and then I'm asking questions later.
Oh shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I got, if y'all see my little cut back here, because we do listen up with the nights. You know, everybody can have a cocktail while y'all listen to us, because it just makes our conversations sound so much more interesting.
But the sad part about it is I'm hype and I'm just drinking water, y'all.
Now Mario says, but you do have to find out why you did it. Wait, find out why they did it or why you did it. And you both really love each other to make the relationship back in a positive status. That's correct.
Yep, I agree.
That I mean, and that's where the whole, when I said, you know, that's the first question I'm gonna ask is why. With that why, then you'll be able to find out a few things. Now, sometimes I'll tell you something. Now I can tell you this: if they come with you with that bullshit, they did it just to do it.
Bullshit.
See, You know how they start that out? Then they gonna be about that bullshit. But if they sit down and have an actual adult conversation with you and really say why they did it, then you know what I'm saying. And then most of the time they probably won't tell you directly. There may be something that will be asked in therapy that y'all have that will be something that the therapist will be able to get out, and then that other person will be able to understand at that point. Jessica said most people cheat because the partner is stuck in their ways. Most relationships get too comfortable. Ooh.
So I'm gonna say this: if their partner is stuck in their ways, you knew they were gonna be stuck in their ways. You've been knowing for a while before you cheat. I say this to anybody: before you cheat, let your partner know they stuck in their ways, and if they keep going, hey, I'm gonna find my pleasure elsewhere. I rather you tell them, or somebody tell me versus just going off and sneaking and hiding and doing it. Tell me up front so I can make a decision of what I want to do. I might stay. Who knows? I'll be like, well, okay, shit, I don't want to do that shit no way. Go on, do what you gotta do. Just don't tell me and don't have your hoe call me. That might be what's it. That's what that's Tamika was saying. That's what grandma and them said. Don't let your hoe call me.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
She got a story for us, y'all.
This is no lie. I have a friend who mama was, worked, had a decent job, retired, stayed at home, and the daddy started working. That wasn't started. The daddy had always worked. Daddy had a good job, bringing home the bread. Mama kept majority of the money and gave him another allowance. We get his beer, give him lunch, or if she didn't cook lunch, but she give him his beer money, cigarette money, and gas. That's it. But mama kept everything else. Well, daddy was stepping out, and daddy stepped out, and one of the hoes called and said,
"Oh, don't call my house."
Pretty much told her that I've been sleeping with your man, and you know what mama said? Well, you a cheap hoe, because I get all this money. I said, that's a G right there. And when I tell you, that was like the best thing ever that I had ever heard when it came down to that mentality that I know what daddy doing, pow doing, or whatever the case may be. And I'm good at it. I'm at the house taking care of the family, taking care of the household and everything else. But Meemaw is stacking their bread, so she know that you ain't spending no money on these women because the money is here.
Or just buy the side chick's house and make her pay you rent. I mean, damn.
What? Now that's some cheap stuff right there. Buy the side chick's house
and make her pay you rent.
And make you, well, look here. I'm all
you become the landlord.
I'm all for that. You don't get your side chick?
Why you gonna buy a house?
Where she can pay rent, so she giving us money. Hey, I'm talking about it, y'all. Look here. Jessica said, oh no, I'm sorry. Trey says, I have something better than that. Drink. Oh, what? Oh, okay. You probably do. All right. So E.G. Sean says, could be a lack of communication or someone is being rejected sexually. One partner, I'm not pointing at her because I'm not saying like her, but I'm like one partner.
I rejected her yesterday. It's Valentine's Day. I'm like, I ain't doing shit. Because you order from the fuck side of the menu and you talking about you tired. Nope, we ain't finna do this. You going to McDonald's today. Order everything you want. You can get cheese on it too. Yeah.
Let's get back to we got one partner that wants to do it all the time. Sex drive is very high. You have another partner who libido may be low, they just did all that fucking when they were young, and at any rate, they just don't want to do it. Whether they're tired, whatever, they work a lot, whatever the excuse may be that they have conjured in their brain cells of why they can't satisfy their partner.
They ain't satisfied. We tired. So, like I told you, we got shit to do.
Okay, but you the other person. So at this point now, this person is having an appetite that is not being fed. Now they will go on for weeks, months. It may even get to a year or two. And after a while, now it's like, what the hell? That person's still not budging, still not providing that intimacy, still not providing that sex. Guess what's going to end up happening on this side? Because this person still has that appetite. They may step out. Now,
I'm gonna leave you before I cheat on you. That's just my motto. That's me. I'll leave you before I cheat. Well, I'm gonna tell you. But that's just me. Everybody's not like that. So in that instance, like I said, that's where some has to give. And I said you have to talk to them. Be like, hey, I'm not getting what I want. Hey, you mind if I go over here and get what I want? I'm coming back home, but I just need to go over here and get my rocks off because you ain't giving it to me. And that's where the partner either needs to give in and say, okay,
I'm gonna do it,
or say, you know what, go ahead, my blessings. You better not fall in love with this hoe. But that's the thing. People get caught up in this is mine. We married, it's mine. And it's not. Y'all are individuals that come together and agree to a commitment, whatever that commitment may be. You agree to a commitment, and that's why the trust and the communication comes in, and that's why it's key because hey, I'm your partner in this. So, sometimes you might have to go out, in partnerships, you might have to go out and kind of, acquire another business, to come in, depending on how strong your relationship. If your relationship is not strong, cheating is not going to work. And, you cheat, y'all going to be gone.
Yeah, because it was rocky in the first place.
It was.
Y'all was on the verge of breaking up anyway. So,
and again, I'm not saying cheat. I'm saying, hey, be honest and open. Hey, this is what I want. This is what I need. And if you can't give it to me, let's explore other options. And that's pretty much what I'm saying. Just like I said, with any business, if you look at marriage or a relationship like a business, it's a partnership. Now that partnership may, like I said, may have to go outside and get outside vendors. Right,
board members,
now vendors, so when you get outside vendors, then your vendors, they help you in the process. So in saying that, now the vendor can become a board member, which goes back to polygamy and poly and all that stuff, right? So,
God, look how you breaking that down in business for.
So that's where you have to be open and honest, and a lot of people in relationships are not open and honest because one thing, they don't want that person to leave them. And that's where I go back to this me. It's very selfish. So there you go. And I'm done. I'm going to have my little drink of water over here.
Now, Trey says you can tell them all day and they'll still play victim. Yeah.
But you have to understand that to answer that, you have to understand, yeah, if you tell them and you do it, they probably don't believe you. So yeah, they're going to play victim. And then your response is, well, I did tell you. And you still did nothing about it. But again, if y'all in a relationship and they say, well, I can't do with that, again, you need to go ahead and break up with them because you're not getting what you need. And why are you holding on to this person if they're not satisfying what you need?
Because that's the 80-20 rule.
Well,
80% you are.
You
it's
want
the 20.
Well, obviously you want the 20. So go to the 20.
That's where the balance comes in.
You want the 20, go, because I'm not finna budge. You see what I'm saying? If I'm not budging, so then either you can sit your ass down.
80%, the 20 right
either sit your ass down.
It is one big happy family.
Either sit your ass down and love me for me, or tear your ass for that 20. That's it. The grass is greener on the side until you get that fucking water bill. What? That's all I'm saying.
All right, next, Big Mix Mario. He says they cheat because of the emotional connection to the other person, which can develop into a sexual attraction. But if you aren't strong to resist temptation because of the love for your significant other, you're more than likely are going to cheat. Ooh, Mario, get your ass off the chat. Get your ass off the chat, y'all. Okay, Mario, get your butt off the chat. Okay, so yeah, generally that's what normally happens, Mario, at the first go around. Because I know, people in my past or whatever, they said that to me. It wasn't a physical thing. It was something that they wasn't getting from me. And, and I mean, this is not what I found out from them when right at that moment of finding out they cheated and we break up. No, this is what I found out a few years down the line of us now developing, actually having a friendship. So we cool like that. We cool in the mud, right? And that's when they broke it down to me to let me know what it was that I was doing. And it was like, damn, I didn't think of it that way. And then it was like, well, yeah, I do remember doing that all the time. But in my mind, I'm like, if it is something you don't like, then why you just say nothing? And so for me, well, it's all good because you ain't saying nothing about it. It's how I be feeling, and not really, I guess, putting myself in their shoes to say if it was done, if I stepped outside of myself and looked at myself, would I accept what I'm doing? And then I had to tell myself, shit, no.
But you date yourself.
But the crazy thing again is that I did not realize how it was that I was coming out until they told me later on.
But is that your fault?
I can't say yes or no, but
I would say it's not, because again, if you don't communicate to me, this is where, let me go back to business, because some of y'all know when your supervisor don't talk to you about your performance, you think you're doing everything right. But if they have if you have your weekly one-on-ones or monthly one-on-ones or whatever, y'all have this communication, and your supervisor's telling you, hey, you're doing good, but I see this and this. Same in a relationship. I have to tell you, yes, you do a lot of things great. However, this does bother me. You suck your goddamn teeth at night. I don't want to hear that shit. I know it ain't your fault, but you need to go get.
I mean, y'all don't suck my teeth.
You need to go get you a mouth guard or something. And it's things like that you just have those conversations about. Now, as being partners, the other person has to be, accepting of that. You have to be like, okay, they're not coming to me and trying to hurt my feelings. They coming from a place of love, and they trying to make us grow and be better, right? So just like you talk about finances, you have to talk about sex, you have to talk about everything else in your relationship, because you are two individuals. Again, two individuals that come together and agree to be partners, and agree that, hey, I love you enough to care about you and to make sure I'm taking care of your heart, as well as I'm trusting you to take care of mine. Right. And in taking care of hearts, that's where you can't do the cheating, y'all. I'm just sorry, you can't, because the cheating part of it, that has a negative connotation. Because if I cheat, I'm not telling you, I'm sneaking around and doing this because I don't want to hurt your feelings. No, you don't want me to leave. That's the problem. So the cheaters out there, you need to check yourself.
All right. And so now going to Miss Queen Carter.
I want to answer. I got something for her. Go ahead.
Who the hell goes a year without sex? Only this MF right here.
Thank you.
Only this.
So MF. I want to know this. People always saying 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Oh, I gotta have sex. When your ass is single, do you fuck around, or do you just sit your ass there, masturbate, and do what you gotta do? That's all I want to know.
I had a fuck buddy.
But me personally, I chose to be celibate for a long time. I wasn't with anybody, so I was like, you know what, be celibate. We're gonna do this, and that's what I did. I chose to get to know me. Once I get to know me,
but you talking on a single sense. This is
I dated some people.
You're still talking single, because a single person can. She's talking about our topic at hand.
Oh, she said,
who the hell goes a year without sex? That's when
some people do. Even okay, so think about it. And people 40 and 50. What if your significant other has some type of issue where they don't, like male and female or male and male, but they impotent?
But that's different than I'm just not. So the whole thing is, there's two types. Several types, but two that rings in my head is they have a medical issue. Now, medical issue, most of the time, people will probably, either the person with the medical issue will give, I've seen it, where they give them the go ahead, or that they choose not to because it's a medical. But when it's just we here and you healthy, I'm healthy, and you just downright not just doing it.
You just read way too much in it, because she said, who in the hell goes a year without sex? And she didn't say it's not a medical issue.
But I'm giving two incidents. I'm giving two incidents. So that's what I'm saying. So no, who goes a year without sex? If it's medical, it's easier than the fact that y'all just two healthy ass people and y'all just laid up right next to each other all
Well,
night.
what if you're busy? What if y'all in two different cities? So, y'all travel or whatever. It can happen. However, again, that's where a conversation comes in. That's the whole conversation.
Let's see here now. Chassie and you know what, Chassie, we probably said so much, we probably don't know what you're talking about. Now, why don't everybody have that mentality? I'll leave you before I cheat on you. Oh, that's Stormy.
That's me. I'll leave you before I cheat on you.
Yeah. Let's see. I agree with Stormy. Trey says, "Don't pump her head up. It's already big."
You just you get on my level, bro.
Now, Queen says, "I'm in a poly relationship, and at first I felt like it was just another way to cheat until our bonds got stronger."
Why wasn't you on the last podcast?
Okay, we could have used you on there when we talked about poly, but we are gonna run that back though. So, Queen, I'm gonna take your information down because I definitely would like to have a conversation with you after, and then we also have you on the show. So I'm about to do something real crazy right here. So look, yeah, I did take a picture of that.
You know it's on your chat. Right?
Yeah, I need to remember. I wasn't gonna screenshot that. Okay, so Miss Queen Carter says, "Do what I have to do." Tiffany Rose says, "I have waited a year while you was with some. Not we want to know, was you single or was you with somebody waiting a year?
Because they say be single. And they said that's fine. You can do that.
You can do that. In a relationship.
Some people can't. Some people be in relationships just so they can't have sex.
So Trey says, "Not I. You got me completely confused. It'll be an open marriage." Oh, yeah.
Instance where you had that conversation, be like, look. But again, if that's the case, and this goes back to one thing I was saying: if sex is your number one thing in a relationship, why get in a relationship? Just fuck. Don't get married, because I'm pretty sure if having sex is your number one thing, a marriage is not going to work for you, because it might be sometimes that person is not going to want to have sex.
What if number two though?
If it's number two, that person might not want to do it. So that's the thing. So if you're getting married just to have sex and feel like that's the right thing to do, then that's the wrong reason to get married. It really is.
I don't think nobody out there still in this world gets married just to have sex.
Yes, it is. It is some people out there. When the younger people do it, I want to have sex, and they said, I'm going to hell if I don't be married. So yeah, Catholics do it all the time. I bet you they got the number one. I bet they got the number one divorce rate in America right now.
God dog it. Ariel says, "You cheat, I'm cheating. Better by leaving." Oh, she said, so they all cheating up in the house. You got a girlfriend, they got a girlfriend, she said she boyfriend, leaving. Whatever.
She said she gonna leave you.
Oh, she said by leaving. Okay. I believe it's Yaya says, "I would definitely leave. I've never cheated."
Oh, good for you. I didn't mean to say it like that, but hey.
Oh, it made my heart hurt. Lord Jesus. The way you said it. Okay, DJ Stream, what's going down? He says a year without sex is a long time, but different strokes for different folks. That's where communication comes in. Sex to some is more important, and if it's important, you have to let them know what you need so they can't want to go outside.
Come on, Scorpio.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. You have to be upfront with these people. Don't be sitting up here talking about, oh, sex is not that big and important. That's not that important to me. It's all right, no. And then when you get in the marriage, you don't want to have sex with me. You don't do it right. Yeah. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit after we married. No, you should tell me that shit up front, and I might not have married your ass. But see, the thing about this, you were selfish and you wanted me, and so you were gonna do anything you could to get me. And now when we in a relationship, now we married and shit. Now you want to act the damn fool and say I ain't doing shit right, and it wasn't what you thought. You knew what it was before you got in the marriage. Tell your ass.
Well, no, because that person may have fell out.
No, I already told you. You talking about, oh, don't worry about it. Sex don't bother me, and we don't have to have it that long. What? And you want it every fucking day? Are you serious?
Disclaimer, y'all, she ain't my me. So we got Trey says, and I don't know what we said for Trey to say, and that's the number one STD rates, cause.
Oh, because I told him, I said, shit, if that's the case, why get married? You just have people you have sex with.
Oh.
So let me go back that. Yeah, don't get married. You just have your select few, you go get their ass tested and you have sex with them. That's it. Now, if they get married, you need to go get your other one. But don't get married if sex is number one to you. If that's important, don't do that.
Carla says, I agree. Need to have more than sex to have a good relationship or a marriage. Yeah, but it's number 2 on my list.
And it's number 5 for me.
All right. Hey, Nikita. Sasha Love says, hell no, hell no. She says, I just answered the question on the screen. Can cheating have a positive impact? It can. If you came out early, you would have heard us.
That's what you get for being late.
DJ Street says, have always been I have always been a cheater until I met the right one that made me want to be faithful. It would hurt me to hurt her. I love me some Crystal. I love me some Crystal.
Crystal must be sitting beside you. I'm just playing. I'm playing. Crystal, I'm playing, girl. I'm playing.
Well, you know what? Now that's one thing I have never heard nobody. I take that a lot back. It was only one person that, and it was somebody I dated, admitted it. But I've never heard somebody admit that they was a cheater.
Yeah, Scorpio.
So what that mean? Y'all cheaters?
No, we will admit it. We'll admit it. After the fact.
Make it
we ain't gonna admit it before. But after the fact, we'll tell you, oh yeah, you know, I'm reformed. I'm a reformed hoe.
Oh, so
I'm a reformed hoe. You know. I used to do anything for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right, I'm done.
I'm sorry, y'all. God dang, we not laughing at y'all. It's just, Lord Jesus. That was just that right there. He, America knows now, y'all. Y'all see the name on the screen. He said he was a cheater, but he's a reformed hoe. So he's a one woman man only. That's what he said.
Unless he talked to his partner about it.
That's like a pimp who had many hoes, and all of a sudden now they ain't no pimp no more. They got that main person. That main bitch.
Mm-hmm.
What he says. Let's see here. Trey says, oh no. What? Oh wait. That was a reference to the Catholic comment.
I already did it.
Okay, let's see. That's why divorce rate and abuse was so high during COVID, because they had to sit there with the significant other and found out they did not like them. You ain't
like you. And that's a good statement, because first thing, for a relationship to work, you have to like your partner. This love shit is out the window. You can love anybody, because that's what the church teaches. We have to love everybody. But just because you love somebody don't mean you like their ass, and doesn't mean you want to be around them. And that's one thing that you really need to sit down, I think, before you get married and commit to somebody. See if you can be with that person and it's nothing. You have no TV, no phone, no nothing. It's just y'all. And you have to talk and communicate and all that stuff. When we went to Boston, we ended up doing that, and shit, we end up realizing we like each other. We like being around. She get on my fucking nerves sometimes. But
I get on my own damn nerves sometimes. I get my little head sometimes. I have to go take me a chill.
In the same token, she been nobody fuck with her. I'm telling you right now. What you call me?
My people.
Just saying. At the end of the day, and even, and if we decide, and notice I said we decide to have somebody come into our relationship, it's going to be a us decision. It's not going to just be a me or a her. It's a us. It's something we're going to sit down and have a conversation about, and it has to be open and honest and truthful. We all have to be honest with ourselves. If we get somebody, or is one of us going to get jealous? It has to be all that, so, but that's like I said, that's a conversation.
Yeah. And the thing is that it's always the person. So what, from my understanding, and just me just be like, interesting. that it's always going to be that one person what draws both of the two individuals together to that one person is that person possess something that this person has and a little bit of something that this person has, and that's how those two come together to make her one whole.
One hole.
Oh,
Shit. I'm like, we making holes now? Oh shit.
Well,
go back to the comments.
We are gonna have a bender thing of build a bitch.
There you go again. The build
okay.
bitch.
All right. And so Carla says, I haven't had sex in almost a year. My wife and I divorced last year. I am good, getting to know myself better. So you say you haven't had a sex in almost a year. The question is, was that while y'all was still together? Or no, you talking about after
the divorce?
But I need to know pre-divorce or after. So we got.
You asking who? Where we're from?
I'm from here.
I'm from Texas. That's all you need to know. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I'm from Texas. Matter of fact, I might be from Louisiana. I don't know you like that.
Hey, but you hear I said here. Okay, and so Mario says promoters for the kickback Saturday. I'm like, yeah.
God, no, you ain't gotta tell everybody. We don't know who he is. We don't know him like that.
Oh shoot. Okay, she said after divorce. Okay, so Carla, that right there won't really count because at the point that you're single, it's easier for a person that's single to go that long without it or whatever because they might be trying to get in tune with themselves and all that other stuff. I'm sorry, we were talking about being in the relationship, in the marriage, and you go that long.
So let's talk about that. What if I'm trying to get in tune with myself while I'm married, and I decide, hey, I'm gonna take a sabbatical? Don't cry. I need time to find me.
Let me pull out my dictionary. I'm too.
I need time to find me. Girl, I need to find me. I need to fuck around me. But I'm telling you, if that happens, I think you should get a divorce. You need to go ahead and take time to build yourself up because that means you weren't ready for marriage in the first place.
There you go. I'm sorry, I guess I'm drunk. All right, so Nikita says I've never cheated, but I did say I don't fuck with no more, and I'm entertaining. Mid relationship, they didn't accept it, but hey, I called it before. Okay, that was a Scorpio talk. What'd she say?
Oh, she said, "Fuck them. She gonna cheat. She gonna leave you. She gonna cheat before she'll leave you before she cheat." That's what she said.
Break that down in Scorpio life.
I never cheated. She ain't never cheated. But I did say I don't fuck with you. That's no more.
That's
and I'm
Scorpio
not.
Talk.
And I'm entertaining. Oh, so that's what she said. So that's what she said. She said she ain't gonna cheat. Talk. But that's what she said. She's talking about, hey, I'd rather leave than to cheat. So that's what she basically saying.
So it says that DJ String says, so if she didn't have sex in a year, did she pleasure herself?
I don't know. You asking the wrong person, girl. I mean, boy, I don't want no Carla's business like that. Well, yes, I do. Go on and ask it.
So Cassie says you can't take a sabbatical from marriage.
True. There you go. I just said that, but you got
it. And Miss Queen Carter says, take that somewhere else. You're married now.
But what if I want to? You can't tell me what to do. I'm grown.
But you know, like you said, where we read was it says that Anthony said with Mario, what you got me watching, man? Look here. We talk about some everything on here. But so can cheating have a positive impact on your relationship? For me, I say that it's very strong. I'll say 90%, 85 to 90% that yes, it can.
So let me address this. They said you can't take a sabbatical from marriage. They're arguing with me, saying no. Have you ever heard of separation sabbatical? Thank you. Go ahead.
What was that? So
catch it.
So again, so it can help out. You know, for me, I feel like it can be a positive impact. Like Stormy said, it could be that you positively found out that hey, y'all don't work.
This ain't for me.
Or the fact that y'all learn something more about each other and communicating and building. And then like it says, 80 to 90% who have gotten who've been a part of a cheating relationship, 80 to 90% rebuild their relationship, and their relationship is better than it was pre-affair.
Now we don't know if that's 10,
And
11. We don't know.
we
that.
don't
We don't know
know,
how
but
many.
that was done
but,
by,
yeah.
it was done by studies from a psychologist.
So we don't know. We don't know how many couples
that was part of it. It may have only been 2 couples.
It could be 2, and then well, then
So
it'd be
we don't know.
50%, but it had to
Yeah.
at least be 3 or 4. But yeah, so
And I did also get that data from, it was 2 different
sources.
Correct. That said the same one. So
And
it said- it
like
said
I
the
said,
same
I
way.
think that he can,
Yeah.
but you have, again, you have to have liked that person. You can't just be in it for, monetary reasons, just physical reasons, emotional reasons. It has to be a lot more than that to keep people together, and to make it work. I mean, even if, after, somebody lied to you. I mean, cheating is just like being lied to and you find out they lied to you.
Right.
So how do you come back from somebody lying to you, especially the person that you say has my back, right? So it can happen. And the thing about it is, then in this situation you have to work on your forgiveness.
Correct.
So this is the other side of it. I have to forgive. And how do I forgive? Maybe
And they said that that's a positive impact on the relationship, because
Mhm.
it can learn to teach you forgiveness.
Yeah.
And the thing is it doesn't particularly have to be the relationship that you're particularly in. It could be preparing you for the right
something
one
else.
after.
Yeah.
So it teaches you that. But it
And
also can do
understanding.
vice versa, and understanding.
Yep.
Patience.
Ooh. And for
on both ends.
And for women, it makes you stronger, right? Because now when you go in, you know what questions to ask. Even though you ask, you got to realize too, just because you ask questions and the right questions, you may not get the answer that that's correct. They could be lying from jump, right? But at least once you ask those questions, then you can start looking for those signs. Once you see those signs, you can be like, yeah, see, yeah, I knew it. You lied to me, and then you can move on, to something else. So, yeah, it has its advantages, if somebody cheats on you. So,
yeah. So, look here. It was a whole lot that went on this conversation, and everybody was tuned in. Boy.
You didn't ask nobody to call in or nothing.
I ain't get to ask somebody to call in, nothing like that. But we'll get it going again next week with the call-ins. I don't have the topic as of yet for next week, but we again, if you have any suggestions, y'all, leave us a comment. Go to our page. Mine's Tamika Archie Nights. This is Stormy Nights. Or you can go to the Listen Up group and just leave what you want us to talk about, possibly. And we'll take those suggestions. Just to run a few things that's going on this week. On tonight is the R&B karaoke. I think it's called You for Me or You and Me R&B. You and Me R&B, I think. So that's with That Way Entertainment. That's at Marty's Live. On Friday, you have the Valentine's Love Show at the Lounge. And that's with EC and Boosie at the Lounge. It's at 2206 2nd Avenue. That's in Dallas. So it's gonna be some duets. It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be cute.
Yeah. Geo and Red Boy will be hitting the stage tomorrow night. So check that out. Then you have Saturday, you have the Mardi Gras celebration at Marty's with the kickback, which is us. So we have the Mardi Gras. It's going to be the whole theme, everything. We're going to have some first come, first serve with a little bit of jambalaya, but we will also have a food truck available, which is fish trapping, and they'll have that fried fish.
They got that fat cat, y'all.
They got that fat cat. And then they got, and she's thinking about adding a couple other things to the menu for the theme of the Mardi Gras. So we'll have face masks. If you don't come with one, if you have one, your own mask, we are going to give away a cash prize for the best mask, but not to the mask. You can't enter the contest with a mask that we give you. It's good mask that you brought in your own. So we are doing that. That's on Saturday. We got Sunday, Sugar Shack Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
That's going on with Miss Wanda. She starts on time, 8:55 on the dot.
If you're not there, be square.
8:55, y'all. And then you have right after that, then Monday, Murder Monday. He got some new strippers in town, y'all. Ooh wee. Let me tell you, we was there this last past Monday. Baby, listen.
It was crunk. It was crunk.
Ooh.
And y'all know it's President's Day.
Yeah, so
it's dead presidents.
Come on out and party, y'all. Come out and party. Like I said, it's the Mardi Gras celebration. Come on out. Miss Wanda, come on out. Y'all off. Come on. You ain't got nothing else to do. Murder Monday, you ain't got nothing else to do. Come on out. And then I want y'all also Freaky Q Entertainment on March the 23rd. She's actually having her all pink birthday party at Tucci in Arlington. So go to her page, Quada Michelle Brown, and check out her party that's going on March 23rd. I'm backtrack because I skipped over from shoot the big one. That's Betty Neals. Wet. It's March 2nd. So that's going down. I forgot about that, because Bowlegs is on the show, and so I wanted to make sure that I gave that in there as well because I forgot. I'm missing dates. Mm-hmm. But y'all,
that's in March. We still in February. So
I
know time to take that up.
I said
you still had time to
go back.
That. You still have time because this is still February. We only midway February.
Is it? I thought we was at the end of the month. Y'all don't pay me no mind. All right, y'all. This is thank y'all for tuning in to listen up with the Nights again. We're here every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We appreciate everybody, and y'all have a good night.